Hi Hanu, how are you?
Hi Sharani, I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine too. Come, let's discuss about the case study before we proceed with the answer.
Okay, let me read for you the question. So, case number 1. Northport VHT is one of the major providers of the transportation and logistics services. On 21 March, the board of the directors of Northport VHT announced that the annual report of the company will be issued 4 months after the company year end 31 December 2015. Below is partial statement of financial position for Northport VHT as at 31 December 2015. So, yang ni statement of financial position of Northport VHT. So, following that, kita tengok additional information. So, nombor 1, dia kata dalam account receivable, mereka belum receive amount daripada fund cash STN BHT 500,000 and the company also hanya kebenaran bahawa 10% daripada jumlah belum terima boleh ditagih. Boleh faham tak?
Oh yeah, boleh faham. Okay, so which means we need to calculate the bad debts. So the 90% would be the bad debts and it would be a adjusting event. Am I correct?
Yes, you're right.
Then we go to the second additional information.
Okay.
From the additional information, we get to know that the entity closed one of their branches, which is in Penang, because they were facing losses for 3 consecutive years due to heavy flood. Okay, so I think it might be a non-adjusting event under MFRS 110. What's your opinion, Hanu?
Yes, I also think this is a non-adjusting event.
Would be any treatment for this additional information?
I think there are no any treatments to this.
Can we proceed with additional information number 3?
Sure. On 20 February 2016, so new internal auditor mendapati penyelenggaraan 500,000 telah dilakukan oleh previous auditor melalui penyelenggaraan trade receivable account. So selepas tu 200,000 juga telah diselewangkan dalam tahun semasa. The amount is considered unrecoverable. So I rasa yang ni adjusting event. Betul tak?
Yes, adjusting event. I think so. It was an adjusting event.
And also must do some calculation for this.
Yeah, that would be a treatment for the trade receivable.
Yes.
And we should minus with the trade receivables answer to get the notes to the account.
Yes, you are right.
Let me explain the additional information of number 4.
Official.
A court ordered the company to pay 120,000 damages in full and final settlement of a lawsuit brought, but the entity just report the lawsuit in liability as 20,000. So, what's your opinion? What should we do for this information, Anu?
I think it should be adjusting events, and we must do some treatment for these questions.
Okay.
Profit
So
and loss.
Okay. So this would be understated as 100,000, right?
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, lastly we see the final questions. So board of directors Northport VHT setuju untuk mengisytiharkan dividen sejumlah 10,000 from profit 2015. So yang ni kan kita kira not adjusting event. Tak ada apa-apa treatment. Are you agree?
Okay. So for demand, we don't have any treatment, right?
Yes, we don't have any treatment for this question.
Later on, we will be doing the answer for this case 1, okay?
Okay, sure.
Now we
Let's
proceed
see.
to case 2.
Yeah.
Case 2. PTD Berhad annual financial statement for the year 31st December 2019 were authorized for issue on 28th February 2020. On 1st January 2020, when PTD Berhad business was closed for a national holiday, an arsonist set fire to PTD's Berhad warehouse. The warehouse was contracted by company at the cost of 1 million in 2015 and were used on 1 January 2016. In response to structural damage caused by the fire on 2 January 2020, the following estimate regarding the warehouse were made. Recoverable amount would be 600,000. Useful life will be reduced to 30 years to 20 years, and they might be using straight line method, and there are no residual value, which means we should find the impairment loss for this warehouse because they were reducing the useful life to 30 years to 20 years. Am I right?
Yes, you're right. I agree with you.
So there will be an adjusting event, and we should find the depreciation to find the carrying amount, and we should minus with the recoverable amount.
I think this is adjusting event, right?
Yes, Anu.
Next.
Next, inventory with the carrying amount of 100 were destroyed by the fire, which means it's a non-adjusting event because under MFRS 130, because the inventories was destroyed by the fire.
Okay. So, and then on 31 January 2019, PTD BHT required 60%. So, pesannya untuk 3 million. Nilai fair value adalah 4.8 million and nilai liability of LTD is 2 million. So, gabungan perniagaan hampir 2 kali ganda saiz kumpulan PTD dan sinergi dijangka meningkatkan keuntungan dengan ketara entiti disatukan. So, kita anggap dia sebagai non-adjusting events. Do you agree?
Yes, I'm agree with your answer, Anu.
Seterusnya, issue 200,000 shares at 10 ringgit kepada pemegang syam sedia ada di perkadaran. So, kepada pemegang syam sedia ada, mereka untuk membiayai sebahagian daripada penghambalian LTD. So, yang ini juga non-adjusting events. Do you agree?
Yeah. Yes, correct.
So lastly, yang soalan ini macam soalan case study 1. So, PTD mengisytiharkan dividen akhir sebanyak 500,000 iaitu RM1 sesaham dalam perkenaan tahun akhir 31 Disember 2019. Yang ini juga non-adjusting event. Okay.
So there would be any treatment, Anu?
No, for 3Ds we don't have any treatment.
Okay, Anu. Okay, come let's do the answer for this and we discuss in group.
Okay, sure.
Thank you, Anu.
Thank you, Shalini. Bye.
Bye.